I'm going to tell you a secret. The most successful people in the world, doctors, CEOs, famous actors, they all share one skill. Not intelligence, not talent, not money. Just one simple skill. The ability to walk up to a complete stranger and make them feel like they've known you their entire life. And the crazy part? This skill has absolutely nothing to do with how good your English is. I'll say that again. Nothing to do with your English. So, what is it? Stay right there, because in the next 15 minutes, you're going to learn exactly what it is, and you will never feel awkward around strangers ever again.
Welcome back to ESL Voice, the podcast that makes English feel possible for every single one of you. Today we're talking about something that changes your entire social life. How to start a conversation with a complete stranger in English, confidently and naturally. My guest today is Lily, a communication coach and social confidence trainer who has helped thousands of shy, quiet learners become the most interesting person in any room. Lily, welcome to ESL Voice.
Thank you so much, Alex. Oh, I love this topic so much. I could talk about it for hours.
And we are going to let you. Let's dive straight in.
Why is talking to strangers so scary?
Lily, before we get into the how, I want to understand the why. Why do so many people, even people who speak English well, feel absolutely terrified of talking to strangers?
Alex, this is such an important question, and the answer might surprise people. It's not actually about English.
Wait, it's not about the language?
Not primarily, no. Even native English speakers feel this fear. Even confident, outgoing people feel it sometimes. The fear of talking to strangers is one of the most universal human experiences there is. It goes back thousands of years, actually. Our ancient brain sees a stranger and thinks, unknown person, possible danger, be careful.
So our brain is literally trying to protect us?
Exactly. Our brain hasn't caught up with modern social life yet. It still treats a stranger at a coffee shop the same way our ancestors treated an unknown person in the forest.
So we're running ancient software in a modern world.
Perfect way to say it. Ancient software. I love that. And for English learners specifically, there's an extra layer of fear on top. Not only is your brain saying, stranger, be careful, it's also saying, you might make a grammar mistake. They might not understand you. You might embarrass yourself.
Double fear. That's so hard.
Double fear, and completely understandable. But here's the good news. Both fears can be overcome with the right tools and a little bit of practice.
The secret formula for starting any conversation. Okay, Lily, let's get into it. Is there a formula, a structure that works every time for starting a conversation with a stranger?
There absolutely is. And I call it the OAR Formula.
OAR? Like a rowing oar?
Exactly like that. Because this formula helps you row into any conversation smoothly. O, observe. A, ask. R, relate.
Break it down for us.
Okay. O, observe. Before you say anything, look around you. Notice something real. Something you can both see or experience together. The weather, the place you're in, something the person is wearing or holding. Something happening around you. This gives you something genuine to talk about. Not fake, not forced. Real.
So you're not inventing a topic out of nothing. You're using what's already there.
Exactly. The world around you is full of conversation starters. You just have to notice them. A, ask. After you observe something, you turn it into a simple question. Not a yes or no question. An open question. One that invites the other person to talk. For example, you notice someone reading a book. Don't say, is that book good? Yes, no. Closed. Instead say, what's that book about? I've been looking for something new to read. Now they have to talk.
Because you've given them something to respond to.
And you've also shown genuine curiosity. People talking to curious people. R. Relate. After they answer, you share something about yourself connected to what they said. Oh, really? I love mystery novels too. Have you read anything by Agatha Christie? Now it's a real conversation. Two people sharing, connecting.
Observe, ask, relate. OAR. That is so clean and simple.
Simple enough to remember in the moment. That's the whole point. When you're nervous, you can't remember complicated rules. 3 letters? Anyone can remember that.
The best conversation starters in English.
Lily, can you give us actual phrases, real English sentences our viewers can use literally tomorrow?
Absolutely. Let me give you phrases for different situations. Situation 1, at a cafe or coffee shop. Excuse me, have you tried anything good here? I can never decide what to order. That looks amazing. What did you order? Is it always this busy here? I've never been before.
Those feel so natural. They don't sound rehearsed at all.
That's the key. They sound like something a real person would genuinely say. Situation 2, at a class, course, or workshop. Is this your first time here too? I'm a little nervous, honestly. How did you hear about this? I only found out last week. Do you know anyone here, or are you also flying solo?
Oh, I love flying solo. That's so natural.
People laugh when you say that, and laughter is the fastest way to break the ice with a stranger. Situation 3, at an airport or train station. Do you know if this flight is usually on time? Have you been to city before? Any recommendations? Long journey ahead? Where are you heading?
These are perfect for our viewers who travel or want to travel abroad.
And they all follow the OAR formula naturally. You're observing the situation, asking an open question, ready to relate when they answer.
What if they don't want to talk?
Lily, here's the fear that stops most people before they even try. What if the person doesn't want to talk? Or what if they're cold or rude or just not interested?
This is the question, and it's a fair one. Let me be completely honest with you. Sometimes people won't want to talk, and that is completely okay.
Really? Just okay?
Completely okay. Here's the mindset shift I teach everyone. When you start a conversation with a stranger, your job is not to make them like you. Your job is not to have a perfect conversation. Your job is simply to offer a connection, like holding a door open for someone. If they walk through, wonderful. If they don't, you close the door, walk on, and feel good about yourself for trying.
So rejection isn't failure, it's just a closed door.
Exactly. And closed doors say nothing about your worth as a person. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they're going through something hard. Maybe they're just introverted that day. It is almost never about you.
That's so freeing, actually, because I think most people take it personally. Most people do, and it stops them from ever trying again.
But when you understand this isn't about me, you become free to try again, and again, and again. And every single attempt makes you braver than you were before.
How to keep a conversation going? Okay, so let's say the conversation starts well. They respond, they're friendly, but now there's a silence. That horrible, awkward silence. What do you do?
Oh, the dreaded silence. First, I want to reframe something. Not all silence is awkward. We call it awkward because we panic, but actually, a small pause in conversation is completely natural. The panic makes it worse than it actually is.
So the first step is don't panic?
Don't panic. Take a breath. And then use what I call conversation bridges. Little phrases that smoothly move the conversation forward. So tell me more about that. That's really interesting. How did that happen? I never thought about it that way. What made you feel like that? Okay, so what happened next? These phrases do 2 beautiful things. 1, they show the other person you are genuinely listening. 2, they invite them to keep sharing.
And people love to feel heard.
That is the deepest truth about human connection. Everyone, everywhere in the world wants to feel heard. When you make someone feel heard, they don't want the conversation to end.
So the secret to keeping a conversation going is actually listening more than talking?
You just described the most underrated social skill in the entire world. Active listening. Most people are so worried about what they are going to say next, that they stop actually listening. But the best conversationalists, they listen so deeply that the perfect response just appears naturally.
Lily's most memorable stranger story. Lily, I have to ask, in all your work as a communication coach, do you have a story, a student, a moment where starting a conversation with a stranger changed someone's life?
Yes, I have one I think about often. Her name was Priya. She came from India. She was living abroad for the first time, and she was completely isolated. She spoke English, she understood English, but she had not had a single real conversation with a local person in 3 months. 3 months, Alex.
That sounds so lonely.
It was heartbreaking. She came to me and said, "Lily, I stand at the bus stop every day. I see the same people every morning, and I have never said one word to any of them. I don't know how." So I taught her the OAR formula. We practiced conversation starters together. We role-played different scenarios, and I gave her one homework assignment. Tomorrow morning at the bus stop, say one sentence to one person. Just one.
Just one sentence? That's it?
That's it. She came back the next week, and she was glowing.
What happened?
She noticed the woman next to her was carrying a beautiful scarf. She said, "Excuse me, that scarf is gorgeous. Where did you get it?" The woman smiled. They talked for the entire bus ride. And that woman became Priya's first friend in her new country.
From one sentence about a scarf.
Quietly. One sentence. One moment of courage. One door opened. That is the power of starting a conversation. You never know what is waiting on the other side of hello.
You never know what is waiting on the other side of hello. Lily, I think you just gave someone watching this right now the courage to finally say something.
Quick practice exercise.
Lily, before we wrap up, give our viewers one exercise, something they can do today to practice starting conversations with strangers.
Okay, I call this exercise the 5 Hello Challenge. Here's how it works. Today, just today, say hello or give a small compliment to 5 different strangers. Not a full conversation, just a moment. The cashier at the shop. "Hi, how's your day going?" Someone in the elevator. "Nice weather today, isn't it?" Someone walking past with a cute dog. "Oh, wow, what breed is that? So adorable." That's it. 5 small moments.
And what does this do?
It teaches your brain that talking to strangers is safe. Every time you do it and nothing bad happens and nothing bad will happen, your brain updates its fear response. "Oh, that was fine actually. Maybe strangers aren't so scary after all." Do it for 1 week, 5 hellos a day. By day 7, starting conversations will feel completely different.
The 5 Hello Challenge. I love it. Simple, actionable, powerful.
And free. No app needed, no course needed. Just courage and 5 words.
Lily, one final message. Lily, final question. Someone watching this right now is incredibly shy. Maybe they've never started a conversation with a stranger in English before. What do you say directly to that person?
I see you. I know what it feels like to stand on the outside of a conversation, wishing you could step in. I know that feeling of watching other people laugh and connect easily, and wondering, why is that so hard for me? But here is what I know to be absolutely true. Shyness is not a personality. It is a habit. And habits can be changed. Every confident social person you admire was once afraid too. They didn't become confident by waiting until the fear disappeared. They became confident by acting despite the fear. One conversation at a time. One hello at a time. One open door at a time. You don't need perfect English. You don't need a perfect opening line. You just need one sentence and the willingness to try. The rest takes care of itself.
Shyness is not a personality. It is a habit. Lily, that is going on my wall.
Lily, what an extraordinary conversation.
the OAR Formula, the 5 Hello Challenge, Priya's story, the open door. I feel like I could go outside right now and talk to literally anyone. On behalf of every shy, quiet, wonderful learner watching this, thank you.
Thank you, Alex. And to everyone watching, the world is full of incredible people waiting to meet you. Don't let fear keep you from the connections you deserve. Say hello. Start the conversation. You've got this.
Now, if today's episode gave you even a little bit of courage, please click the like button now and subscribe to ESL Voice so you never miss an episode like this one. Now, I want to hear from you. Will you take the 5 Hello Challenge today? Tell me in the comments, in English. Even just, yes, I'll try it today. That counts. That is your English practice and your courage practice, all in one. See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Go say hello to someone today.